LoveLine is meant for an adult audience.
LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content.
Listener discretion.
You don't have to yell.
What?
You don't have to yell.
Listener discretion is advised.
Now here's LoveLine with Riki Rackman, Dr. Drew, and Adam Carolla.
To ask you, okay, I had sex with my sister's boyfriend.
You bitch.
And I don't know if I'm pregnant or not. And my sister and I are like really close, and I just
yeah. You'd do anything for her.
But
Make her boyfriend see God.
I just wanted to know what I should do. I mean, how should I tell her if I am pregnant or...
Gee. I'd like to ask a question first. We've had this problem before. Did you have sex with this guy because you really liked the guy or because you wanted to get back at your sister? Be honest.
Actually, I was kind of drunk, but I kind of liked him a little bit, but...
And it wasn't because you had some kind of vendetta with your sister?
No.
Because I don't believe that.
I swear to God, no. I would never do that to my sister.
What do you mean you would never? You did it. You did the worst thing you could possibly do to your sister. You boned her boyfriend. Well, I would never do that to my sister. Do you know how low and trashy that is?
Yeah.
Wait, no, let's try to have some empathy for Samantha. I mean,
how can I have empathy? She slept with her sisters. I always say you never do your friends' girls. You never do. You know, it doesn't matter if they're like, you know, shoving it in your face. You never do your friends' girls. Never. And this girl did her sister's boyfriend.
Well, let's ask the one
and she
question.
Doesn't care.
Well, no, she cares.
She cares because she's pregnant.
The one question is, did the guy command you?
No.
Okay.
Well, it was actually both.
I mean, how about the guy? It's not like he was uninvolved in this. This guy's driving a wedge between sisters.
No, but guys can't help it. They're weak by design.
And this guy's probably going to break up with her anyway, and this is her sister.
You've got to build that case for me. I mean, I don't quite buy that.
Well, how old's the guy?
21.
21. All right. The point is most 21-year-old men are pliable, emotionally and physically. They're weak. They have no moral fiber. Everyone wasn't like you, Drew. We weren't altar boys.
Yeah.
We take what we can get.
Samantha's chiming in. She thinks you're defensive.
Guys grow up their whole lives looking for sex, panhandling for sex, anywhere they can get it, and they can't turn away women.
You're confirming what I've always said, is that young women, on the other hand, are really looking for an emotional connection. They've actually experienced the physical act as an emotional experience.
Right.
And men can have no emotional contact.
Samantha was trying to screw over her sister, and this guy was trying to complete the sister sex thing, which is a fantasy that many men have. Like I did the Gabor sisters in the late 70s. I'm serious.
No, we don't doubt it, sir.
All right, talk to her about pregnancy.
Samantha?
Yeah.
When was your last period?
Like a few weeks ago.
A few weeks
like
ago?
A month.
A month ago. So you're late now.
Yeah.
And how long ago did you have sex with this guy?
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Like,
you know what? I'm getting an eerie feeling from Samantha. Either you really don't care about this, or you're making this up. Because anybody that has had sex with you, been in this situation, would be very upset. I mean, even if you didn't care.
Unless you just trash.
It would be very disturbing. But I mean, to not care to the point of me not hearing any emotional content to you telling the story, it's hard for me to even buy the story. But we'll finish our discussion here real quick. So if it's been more than 2 weeks, get a home pregnancy test. If you are pregnant, call your private doctor. If you have one, that information will be confidential between you and your doctor.
You'll probably try to bone him.
You call Planned Parenthood. I'll give you a number for that. It's 1-800-230-PLAN, P-L-A-N, 1-800-230-PLAN. And whether or not you should tell your sister, you ought to at least be encouraging her to get out of this relationship with this boyfriend, because he's obviously not committed to her. And if you do tell her, it's going to hurt her a lot. And, you better be prepared for that. Thanks, Samantha.
Let's talk to James from Chino Hills. James, you are on LoveLine.
Hi, everyone. Hey, I just want to say that Adam's a very cool addition to the show.
Thanks, James.
Yeah, you're welcome. Hey, and I have a question for Dr. Drew.
Mm-hmm.
I was down at San Onofre State Beach with my friend, and we got bored in between sets, I guess, and we found some dried seaweed, and we rolled it up in, like, little cigarettes.
These are your fans, Adam.
You didn't smoke any sand, did you, James?
Well, there was some sand in there, but we smoked some of the seaweed, and my friend, he said he got like a little bit of a buzz because he smoked cigarettes before.
San Onofre.
Yeah, and he said he got kind of sick.
Do you know what San Onofre is right in front of?
Those giant nuclear.
Yeah, you can't say it on the radio.
Oh,
you can't?
No, the nuclear.
I say it all the time.
What, is that what you called them too? The nuclear?
No, I mean, let's use that word.
Yeah, well, it's the nuclear, another word for breasts. It starts with a T. You can't say it, but that's what the things in San Onofre are called, the nuclear, yes. And
I was wondering if there's anything in the, like, if that's hazardous to our health or anything.
He smokes seaweed.
Yeah.
I don't know, frankly. It's not something I've seen people do. It wouldn't surprise me if there'd be something in there that could make you sick.
But we eat seaweed.
We eat seaweed.
But not the seaweed we get out of Southern
volatilized
California.
seaweed. I mean, you know,
You're answering this so seriously.
I don't know, James. I'm not aware of anything specifically, okay?
All right.
All right.
Smoking seaweed.
You know, that the first compliment I've got on the addition, me being a new addition to the show, was from this guy who then followed it with, I smoke some seaweed.
No. Get used to it. The people that love Dr. Drew say, Dr. Drew, I think you do a great job. I mean, I'm a pre-med, you know, I'm curious, you know, what color interior I should get on my BMW. Somebody would call up and say, Ricky, I really think you do a good job. Dr. Drew, why do I like to hit myself in the head with a hammer? You know? Adam, I really love you. I think
I'm
you're
mainlining
great.
kelp.
I'm smoking seaweed.
Slamming kelp.
I'm slamming kelp. I love Adam's work.
Let's speak to Tracy. Tracy, you're on LoveLine from Tulum.
Yes, I'd like to make question for Dr. Drew.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Me and my boyfriend's been together for 2 years.
Where did you say she called from?
Tulum?
Tuolumne, right?
Yes.
Wow.
Well, how come if I say Tulum and you don't correct me?
I couldn't believe I was...
I
Tuolumne?
didn't hear you correctly.
How is Tuolumne spelled, Tracy?
I'm not quite
You live there. You don't know how to spell it.
No, I just moved here.
Okay, go
From
ahead.
where?
From L.A.
How do you spell it?
Tracy, ask your question. Go
It's
ahead.
not Tuolumne.
Go ahead.
Anyway, I've been together with my boyfriend for about 2 years now.
Yeah.
And at first, we had the greatest sex life. And since the past, year, I haven't been interested in it. And he always wants it, and I don't give it to him.
Do you like him anymore?
Oh, I love him.
Oh, that's sort of a passive...
Yeah.
We've talked about marriage and everything.
Yeah, I understand you're committed to him and you're
Right.
involved in a big way.
Right.
But you really have the same feelings for this guy that you used to?
That's my question. I don't know.
If you have to ask, you don't.
Yeah, usually it would be that you have something going on that's affecting your ability to be intimate with him. Either something in your past that's affecting your ability to sustain a close relationship, or something in this relationship that is just changing your feelings. And, you know, your age, you can just be growing apart, you know, just you've explored the relationship, it's gone as far as it can go. It's hard to know, but only you can answer that.
Plus, I'm in pain when we do it. So.
Well,
if it hurts, that would be
Because you're dry, because you're not excited.
that's a possibility. You could be not into it. You could
Really?
be anxious. You could be. That is. You could,
Hey, high five.
You could be anxious and have pelvic spasm, but you do need to be seen and examined to make sure you don't have endometriosis or infection, ovarian cysts. There's many other things that cause pain during intercourse. You need to have that checked out.
I've asked my clinic before, and they just thought he was too well endowed.
Wow.
Well,
they know.
I mean, I don't want to get too graphic here, but seriously, what's he looking like?
He's really big.
And you're done with him.
I guess.
See that? See, small penis is better.
He likes to have oral sex with me, and I don't like it.
All right, I think you two have grown apart. I think there's nothing left here. He doesn't like you don't like him anymore. That's fine. Just be honest with him, because right now you're jerking the guy around.
Yeah, she needs to be honest with herself too, because she has trouble even admitting it to us, and even exploring her feelings. So she needs to figure out what's up.
Tuolumne. That's not a Dr. Seuss book. Isn't that where the Sneetches lived or something?
Is that an Indian word?
Yeah, Tuolumne.
You know the great thing about this country? We take the Indians, we drag them, we kick them off everything, and then we name everything after them.
You know what we should do is that we should put you guys in a locker room, and I can be over here in the studio. Then it would feel more natural.
We can put up pictures.
Hey, I went boxing with Drew today. Can I say that?
Did you really?
Yes.
Oh, man, now I'm going to get my ass kicked by both of you guys.
And let me tell you, he is a badass. I mean,
no, wait a minute. This guy swings so hard he almost knocked my arm right off my shoulder. I mean,
Adam for people that don't know, Sir Adam is a boxer.
Right, I was, and so I worked at a gym for a while, and it's coincidentally by Drew's house, and he was interested in checking it out, so we came over.
Yeah,
I met him.
I think my phone wasn't working.
I told him to call.
You know what? My phone was like off the hook.
310, excuse me.
It's okay. Yeah, my
we'll
phone
get into
wasn't
that
working.
off there. But the point is I
I
held.
watched every stock car race on TV this weekend. I know I was home. The phone was working. Okay.
He said he called you, but anyway,
That's cool.
I held those focus gloves, those like catcher's mitts that the guys work out on. He hits hard. He's a strong guy. Don't mess with the doc. He'll tear you down and then patch you up. He's the doctor. He's the ring doctor.
My feelings are hurt right now. Let's speak with Nelson. Nelson, you're on LoveLine with the killer Dr. Drew, Sir Adam, and the recently rejected Riki Rackman.
Well, I kind of have this problem. See, last year there was this co-ed sleepover thing, and I went, and I was with a friend, and we were like watching a movie. It was dark, and we were under covers and everything, and I finger banged her. And after a while, my hand was like really nasty and rashy. And I don't know if it was.
Are you sure it was dark? Are you sure it was a girl? It wasn't in Rover?
No.
Did the rash hurt?
It just like burned.
You know, this smells like one of those Gold Bond commercials, doesn't it? One of those testimonial things?
No, it
Nelson from Huntington Park. He got hold of some bad skank, and you should really do a Gold Bond commercial.
Okay, listen, Nelson.
Uh-huh.
Two things, ladies and gentlemen, from this call. One, mom and dad, co-ed sleepovers, don't think they're okay. Whatever you think could happen, will. Number two, you actually can get herpes on your fingers. It's called herpetic whitlow. And it burns, and it's sort of near the fingernail, and that may be perhaps what you contracted.
But I don't think she was with anyone else before.
Then it has nothing to do with her.
At all?
Then you just got something in your hand.
Nelson, is it possible that you're feeling up something else, like a bag of Doritos or something like that? You weren't aware of it?
No.
Okay. All right. Just check it.
This is the reason for parents to listen to LoveLine.
You know,
Find out what's actually going on.
I never was invited to a co-ed sleepover either.
Well, I'm having one this weekend. You want to
Never
come
was
by?
invited to a co-ed sleepover.
Bring your
as
wife.
well as invited to go boxing with you guys. Wow.
Nobody invited me to go boxing.
No, it wasn't one of those things.
Out, though. I thought like we had like pros. When we had like
boxing with them.
No, I
gym.
don't want to go anymore. You guys all went.
You're next. You're next, Riki.
Was Antelope there too? I suppose.
Yeah, and
she was holding the bag.
And the phone screams to everybody.
We're just gonna get her Chargers tickets too. Is there anything you guys like so I know that I can go and not invite you?
Well, we went on a tandem bike all the way down the boardwalk today. It was great.
Aw, man. You guys are bumming
Something
me out.
tells me I'm into something good.
LoveLine.
Hello.
Max.
Hey.
Hey.
What's going on?
Dude.
What's up?
I wanted to have a question for Dr. Drew.
Go ahead.
I was wondering about these penis pump things. If they actually do anything.
What kind of
Feel
penis
good.
pump? What are you talking about?
They're like these long plexiglass.
Yeah, they're like
things.
that.
Stick your dick in them and you pump them
You
up.
put your unit in and you pump it up and it gets
What's the purpose?
Makes your dick bigger. Well, it's
Right.
supposed to.
Oh, they do not work.
Let me field this one, Doc.
Oh, okay, a man who's had experience with these particular products. Let me just say there is no such thing that will do that. So, but go ahead, Ant.
Well, first off, you know it works because in the picture, in the back of the magazine, they show the guy flaccid, and then they show the same guy with a boner. And, of
it's
course, his
enormous.
penis is twice as big.
Yeah, but it's also got a
Right.
hoof at the end of it.
Now, and they have these ones that are real expensive. Like you hook up to like a pump that you'd use on a fish tank or
Yeah, like a
something like
generator.
that. Yeah, like you got...
There actually are some
like you're
pump,
starting a lawnmower.
sort of pump, and there's a device with a ring that fits around the base of the penis that's used to help men who are having erection problems.
They actually put a bladder inside your penis and can pump it up for that.
Oh,
isn't it?
absolutely.
They
Well, all
can
kinds of things.
They make an incision.
There's a lot of different things they can do. Some of them are permanently erect, and you can bend them like Gumby, kind of like Gumby.
Uh-huh.
Wait. We're going somewhere. Max,
Yo.
I
do
like
you
this.
own a penis pump?
Yeah.
You own one. What's it called?
What's it called?
Yes.
It's called Fred.
It's not the Badger 3000 series?
No, I gotta save up my pennies for that one, man.
Yeah, that's the mother.
They don't
Fred.
work. They don't work.
No,
But you can get implants that's the sort of mainstay treatment.
But that's like a whole different thing. He just saw like this picture to
I
make
see it.
yourself a big
We
schlong.
know, but we're just
We're
talking
exploring
about
something else
penile
here.
implants
Surgery.
here.
Implants. There's an implant that where actually the reservoir for the fluid is in the testicle, and you pump it up from there. There are ones that it's in the
Does
tip.
Reebok make that one?
This The ones in the tip where you pump it up from there. And there's some that are just like bendable wire. You just bend them down, and when you
Like Gumby, like
Right.
Gumby's leg.
Right, like Gumby's leg.
That could be useful. I mean, could you imagine that, Ricky?
Every time you have sex, you have to pump it up.
Wow.
And is the pump detachable?
No, it's
So you
it's
plug
all
it in?
inside your body. It's a little reservoir of fluid that you pump up.
But where's the pump?
In the testicle.
You got to put your
it's like
thumb in
you're
your butt
pumping
to
up
get
your
the air
balls.
out of it, though, right? You're like going, how do they get the air out? Seriously.
It's fluid.
Through gas.
It's fluid. It goes in. It goes into the implant,
Right.
and it goes back into the reservoir.
How's it get back in the reservoir?
I don't know. I've never operated.
All right, well, bring in a drawing tomorrow night.
No,
bring in a
don't.
schematic. I'd like to see that.
Let's talk to Nancy, calling from Bakersfield. Hey, Nancy, you're on LoveLine.
Hi. Okay,
Hi.
I have a question for Adam and Ricky.
Yes.
Okay, basically, because, okay. I met
No
these
need to
two guys.
explain.
Say that again?
No need to explain. Go ahead.
Okay, I met these two guys, and both of them used really cheesy lines when they met me, okay? So my question is, according to their lines, which one should I go for?
Let's hear line number one.
Okay, it's the really stupid one of, was your dad a thief? You know that one?
Because you stole my heart?
No, because he stole all the stars from the sky and put them in your eyes.
Oh. Stole my heart, though, would kind of work, too.
Yeah.
Well,
I just
if
made
you-
that up.
Was your dad a thief? Why? 'Cause I saw some big ugly man stole my stereo?
Because my dad was a cop.
Yeah.
Nancy,
Yeah.
listen,
It
okay?
may surprise her, but
A
you
lot
can't
of
say
people,
things like
we
that.
just deleted something you said. Nancy.
Yeah.
Nancy, did you ever get a feeling, for people that are listening at home, we had to delete the last part of you said because it used profanity. You're on a radio show. Did you think we could just use that F word
Indiscriminately.
Thank you.
If you don't want to, then delete it out.
As we did.
Okay.
Did any of them work?
What do you mean? The lines?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's why I'm asking you.
Nice shoes want a F.
Well, that's sort of the more that's sort of the more the OJ route. I mean, I think as far as the lines go, and the other guy at least made an attempt at a romantic one.
Yeah.
So go for the romantic one.
Why?
Yeah, I think saying that thing about the shoes is kind of weird. Just forget the shoes and just say, hey, wanna...
Yeah.
And these shoes,
Listen, Nancy, come on. What kind of question you asking?
What lines work? What? But this is the thing. What's gonna work?
Well, that's what I'm saying. One was pathetic, the other one was stupid.
And what did the guys look like?
I don't think that really matters.
It does. If this guy was a good-looking guy that said, nice shoes want a F, you would have done it.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah, I can tell. You use the F word so freely. You're trashy.
Nancy.
But that's good. I don't mean that in a bad way.
Nancy acts like she can only have one of these two guys for the rest of her life. Nancy, if they're both jerks...
And it's all based on a line.
Yeah.
A come-on line.
Yeah, Drew, what line... Oh, you always use I'm going to be a doctor line. Come on, admit it.
No, wait a minute. Okay. First off, if I'm going to go for one of them, okay, yeah, I do. I have to choose one of them.
Why do you have to choose
I'm gonna be like,
Hey, Nancy,
and go from both of them.
Nancy, did you ever talk to him past the line?
Yeah, what are the people like? What are the guys like?
Well, that's what I said. One of them was kind of pathetic. The other one was stupid.
Well, then you've already...
Well, then don't go out with either of them unless you're,
Stupid and pathetic. All right, we've had enough of this nonsense.
Our caller is stupid and pathetic.
Let's talk to Norma. Norma, you're on LoveLine.
Hi, guys. How you doing?
Hey.
Hey. Okay, I got a real problem here. Been married 4 years. Complete info before I got married.
Drew, stop clapping.
That was not me.
And I have a child now that's 3. All of a sudden, after I have my baby, my husband seems to be extremely huge.
Is he using the Badger 3000 series?
Or Fred?
He doesn't need that. Believe me. He does not need
Are you saying that he actually changed, or your sensation has changed?
I don't know. No, I think he's changed.
Did you have any kind of excessive tearing when you were delivered?
No, I had C-sections, both.
Yeah, so you've had 2 children, both C-sections.
Correct.
And
He's just like humongous. He's humongous.
Is it a visual thing?
No, I'm not kidding you. I had
No,
a...
does it look bigger?
No,
Well, it doesn't look any bigger.
it don't.
So what Doc is saying is it feels bigger, which means you could have gotten smaller.
How can you get smaller?
well, you don't get small. Well, you get smaller if you have vaginal deliveries, because sometimes when you're repaired or sewn after
I had a doctor say well, you're not relaxing enough. He's full of it. I'm relaxed. I'm lubricated, bleeding.
Okay,
You
but-
sound like
but-
you're almost in a coma, Norma. Come on, you're coming off the hinges here. Relax.
But I mean, things can happen to the pelvic, say, architecture with pregnancy, and you ought to see a gynecologist and talk about what might have changed in there, or what other problems you might have. And you
I have.
And they can't. You've had ultrasounds, and
I had ultrasounds. I had all kinds of stuff done.
and they can't come up with anything.
And they could not come up with
Norma, did they do the water displacement test on your husband?
no.
Because that's really the sign. All right, fill up a beer stein. Have him straddle I don't know how it works exactly. I got to bring in a book. But Norma, he's the same. You said he looks the same. So you're different.
But it hurts. It hurts.
Right.
All right, but
That's what you're
it's
saying.
all you.
Yeah,
He's the same.
You have changed in some way, and
Okay,
there,
it's me.
And,
Okay.
and it's common for there to be a lot of changes after pregnancy, and whether or not it's an issue of lubrication or some some anatomic change in there, or whether you now have endometriosis or ovarian cyst or something, or uterine fibroids, God knows what. I don't know why they can't come up with a specific diagnostic explanation for this for you, but something has changed, and you should keep going back until you come up with a satisfactory answer or a solution to how to make things better. I don't know.
Exercise.
It doesn't
Possibly.
bother me. It doesn't hurt as bad, I should say, if I'm on top.
Well, then you need to guys.
Then write it.
You need to.
And
I am so sick of
What is
rushing.
your husband? Is he just he's just strutting around the house now, isn't he?
Check this out, you guys. He thinks nothing of it. He's just like he has no ego about it. No, nothing.
He's not disturbed that you're unhappy.
No, I don't think he is, because he'll sit there. He's 25, so he's going through his.
Yeah, earlier-
I'll say nope.
All right. Well, it's not him. It's you, and it's a medical thing.
You need to figure it out. Okay.
Let's speak with... we'll play commercials. We'll come back.
You have been listening to LoveLine. The opinions expressed by Riki Rackman, Dr. Drew, Adam Carolla, or anybody else on this program are not necessarily anyone's. LoveLine producer, Ann Wilkins.